I did my project on the Miranda versus Arizona case in 1966. It argued whether Arizona was violating Ernesto Miranda's Fifth and Sixth Amendment right. And this is Ernesto Miranda. Miranda was a suspect in a case for kidnap and rape. And he was identified over here, and once identified, he was arrested. He was taken into questioning, and the police obtained a written confession from Miranda. This is the written confession, and this is the Miranda warning. This is what he wasn't told, basically. Miranda was convicted of kidnap and rape and received 20 years in prison. The Supreme Court of Arizona affirmed and held that Miranda's constitutional rights were not violated because he did not specifically request a counsel. However, Miranda was not told his rights prior to the questioning and his trial. He was then retried and his confession was thrown out. And this is him talking to his attorney once he found out he could have one. In court, Miranda argued that his Fifth Amendment right was violated. This right basically protects a person from being compelled to be a witness against themselves in a criminal case. So it's right to grand jury, no double jeopardy, no self-incrimination, and right to due process. Miranda also argued the violation of his Sixth Amendment right. He had a right to a speedy trial. It allowed a fair jury, an attorney, and a chance to confront the witnesses who are accusing the defendant of a crime. On top of that, Miranda also argued that Arizona ignored both the Escobedo rule and the Gideon rule. The Escobedo rule means any evidence obtained from an illegally obtained confession is inadmissible in court. The Gideon rule is basically all felony defendants have the right to an attorney. So Miranda was arguing that his confession was illegally obtained and should be thrown out. His conviction was faulty and he deserved a new one. The state of Arizona claims that he negotiated with police with intelligence and understanding. He willingly signed the confession. They said imprisonment was just and based on the Arizona law. They believe the Supreme Court should not uphold his conviction and not go against the police. In the end, the court decided to overturn Miranda's conviction. The Chief Justice Warren over here, he declared that it is the state's job to demonstrate safeguards effective to secure the privilege against self-incrimination. So after this, it was basically, they created what's called the Miranda rights, and it's basically what police say when they arrest someone, like you have a right to remain silent and all that. This is a signed copy of the Miranda rights when Ernesto Miranda won the case.